Hey, Rolly, I'm here with a high school student, Megan Major. Thank you for joining us. And tell me what brought you out here to have your voice heard. You go to Parkview
Yes.
and you made sure that you wanted to have your voice heard. Why is that so important to you?
Well, it's important to me because, like, as a high school student, all of these choices are being made for us, but, like, we've seen repeatedly over and over and over again that they don't actually care about us. They don't actually want to listen to us. I think back to when the Learns Act was being introduced and when it was being put towards a vote, and I don't remember her name, but this woman up there, every time these Central High School students tried to speak and they tried to speak their mind, it was, okay, next, your time's up, okay, next. And they didn't even get to speak for 5 minutes. It's got to do a lot with just the baseline values that I grew up with. Since I was 5 years old, I've been saying, under one nation, under God, for liberty and justice for all. And I don't think that means all white people or all Christian nationalists or, all people who think that our education should be one thing when it should be, maybe if we do have political opinion.
Sorry, it's a lot going on. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not against political opinions being in schools, but I'm against it being one or the other. Like, we're seeing a lot of polarization right now in the political climate, and we're seeing a lot of, these politicians just cannot agree no matter what. And they're trying to make all these decisions to protect the kids and, make sure we're getting taught good American values. I was taught good American values by getting unbiased information in my AP US history class. And I was given unbiased information whenever I learned Arkansas history and whenever I learned social studies and whenever I, just was paying attention in school. I really want to make my voice heard, especially because, I know that I have friends who can't. I know I have friends who can't come here and they can't protest and they can't speak their minds. But especially today, what was really important to me is I was talking to some of my teachers and I was letting them know, I'm not going to be here this afternoon. I am going to go speak my mind at the governor's mansion. And one of them mentioned that he's afraid that we're going to see a lot of teachers quit because of this.
I'm going to have to cut you off there. I'm going to continue this
Sorry.
off camera. No, they have to wrap. And we'll continue this conversation. But, Rolly, I'm going to send it back to you, but I'm going to get more information from Megan here.
All right, Tanya, thank you, and Megan, appreciate you joining us. We have understanding that the folks at the center of the announcement today are making their way into the hall. Again, Erika Kirk from Turning Point USA making an announcement alongside Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, standing